Hello everybody, how are you today? I hope you are doing great because it is a fabulous day. And look at my hands, I broke a nail. So today's video is going to be about fixing that nail. And do you have to be an expert, or can you fix your nail and do an acrylic at home? So if you want to know more about this, just stick around. Let me tell you which kit I bought. I bought the Super Nail. This is the kit, Super Nail. And I bought it over at Sally's. It cost me $26. Included in the kit, you get one of these little jars so that you can put your product in it. You also get a nail primer because that's going to dry up your nail and make it ready for the products that you're going to put in it. I have in this kit 3 powders, acrylic powders. I have a clear, a pink, and a white because this is supposed to be the kit to do the French manicure. I also got a little brush, and I also got the liquid that you mix with the powder, as well as some fake nails. And these are the classic French because they're all white, so when you put it on, automatically you have that white tip. You also get some forms in case you want to freeform your nail, structure it on the form instead of on the tip. Now I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do. I want to do this slightly different. I want to use the tips, and I just want to use the clear. Let's see, is this clear? Yes, this one. I just want to use the clear all over the nail because I'm assuming that if I use the clear all over the nail, then you can see the white tip. I have on the other nails, I have the gel that is not really gel. It's more like a resin, and it's called lightless gel, or gel without light from ASP. I'll put a link below. I am just trying different products because my nails are just breaking too often, and it takes too much maintenance to keep them healthy, and I'm just over it. So I am looking for a product that I can do at home. I tried that one, this one broke, and the problem with that other product is that you can't really put it on smoothly. I've worked with acrylic before, many years ago, so I know I'm gonna have a learning curve. Now, let's get to it and do it. Do you see that I had to open the door? Already, the smell of the acrylic is really overwhelming. I knew that there was a reason why I was trying not to go back to acrylic. Yeah, it is overwhelming. So I did prep my nails. You have to wash your hands very well, and then you have to lightly buff your nail. I'm going to do that just a little more, but not too much because I already did it earlier. Then what else? The instructions are all here. So it says you sanitize your nails, you remove the nail polish, you perform a dry manicure by pushing your cuticles back, lightly buff the nail to remove shine, but not with too much pressure because you're going to damage your nails. Be careful. And then you apply 2 coats of nail primer. Now this is the part I don't understand. Sparingly on the nail plate. Well, if it's sparingly, then why put 2? I don't know. So I'm going to do what they say. This is the nail primer. And I don't know how I'm going to be doing this so that you can see, but I will try. So I hope you can see that I'm putting this here. And when I start forming the nail, I'll probably just move the camera so you can have a view of what I'm doing. This is a setup that is new to me. You know, it takes a while to figure out what is going to be the best setup for different types of videos. So this is a new setup for me in terms of using a setup specifically for nails. Now I'm going to, they have their own, excuse me, they have their own glue. Let me see, I think I have one here and that way I don't have to open it. I believe it's the same brand. Yeah, no, it's not the same brand. It's a different brand. So, just to be true to the kit, I'm gonna go ahead and use theirs if I can get it open. Oh, I have no strength. I have no strength. Looks like it might be open. How could that be? It shouldn't be open, right? Oh, it looks like it is. Okay, let me close it then so it doesn't dry up. And let me choose the nail that I'm gonna put on my finger. I am going to put a nail on that goes from side to side. It has to fit from one end of my nail to the other end. I'll show you that a little closer in a second. Let me just find the nail, and I'm gonna come up and show you slowly so I can get it to focus. It's gonna be fun, right? Well, it's a new experience. Let me come with it. It stays focused on me. There. So from here to there. Now, if it doesn't fit properly, you can always file it down. That one might have been just a wee bit, what do you call it? A wee bit too wide. So let me see, this one, maybe another one, maybe a little bit more narrow. This one is not reaching the ends. This is like putting a puzzle together, and I do not like putting puzzles together. Is it possible that I didn't bring a file? No. Here's my file. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that one that I wanna use and just file it a little bit because it's just a little bit too wide. File it on both sides and go ahead and put it back on there. Perfect. Get rid of all that powder. And I'm going to go ahead and put this here on the tip. We want to make sure I get glue here. And I'm going to show you how I glue these nails on. It's very important to glue them on correctly. The way I do it so that I don't get any bubbles or air is that I'm going to start here and then go back. Now I need to see. I don't know, I'm sorry. Yeah, doing nail videos is different. Okay, there we go. I am so sorry. I will get a better view little by little. Now I'm gonna have to hold it right there until it dries. Okay, so bear with me. I'm gonna hold it. Trust me that I'm holding it until it dries, and you're putting it on the very edge because remember I'm using these white nails so that I can do a French looking application. The only thing I'm going to change from the instructions on the kit is that I'm not going to use the 3 colors. I'm going to experiment just trying with the clear to see if my own natural color comes through. Now these glues typically dry really quickly, so I'm just afraid. Yeah, there we go. So we want to clean the areas. If I got glue on the side, we want to clean that. But there we go. That was a good application. I did a good job. Now all I have to do is get that camera to face down so that you can see the application of the product on the nail. Okay, I'm going to cut this down, and what I did is basically I cut them a little, well, let's see, how do I explain it? Okay, I'm going to cut these down. I am not cutting them very, very short. In other words, not exactly as short as my goal length, so that I can leave a little room to shape them. But I am also not going to have them very long since I'm learning how to do this. Again, relearning, because I used to do this all the time. Now, I remember that when I used to do these nails, even though the instructions do not say to do this, I used to also go ahead and file the nail itself a little bit, because I found that the product would adhere better if I did that. So I'm gonna go ahead, and that looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That's a nail that I have that is very hard to shape properly. So I'm happy with the way it came out. Now I am gonna go to the clear. That's the pink, that's the white, and this is the clear. And what they say to do is to, let me put this, I don't know, let's put this in here. You know, I like to work in a clean environment. This is actually, this little mat is a dog patty, or whatever you call it, you know, a mat for the dog to go wee-wee on. Well, that's what it is, and I just fold it up gently when I'm finished and go outside and wiggle it out there so I can get rid of all of the dust. And I also work with this so that I don't breathe in all of this dust. If you don't do this very often, I don't know if it's going to be a problem to breathe it in or not, but I don't want to take my chances. So I dip it in here once and get rid of the excess. And yes, I am doing it with my non-dominant hand. Actually, let me file a little more around here because of that glue. And again, this is not something that they included. Let me see if I can put this correctly. I'm going to be working around here, and I do hope you can see what I'm doing. Let's see, is that better? I don't know. I gotta move here. Okay, let me put a spotter. That means I can't move past this. Okay. So, now, get rid of all the dust. Dip it in there. Get rid of the excess. Then you dip it in here so that you can have a little ball to work with. And lay your ball here. I need something because my hand shakes. Much better. Lay your ball down. And now we're going to start working. And see, this feels totally different from the gel that I was working with. It's not really gel, it's more like a primer, because it was just so liquidy. Now, if you find that this gets a little hard and it's not the right consistency for you, just redip your brush. I'm already finding that it's not the right consistency because, like I said, I'm learning again how to do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and redip it, see if I can spread it out a little better. Yeah, mistakes. So this is what it's gonna take if you're doing this for the first time. You're gonna have these mistakes, not enough product, too much product. See, I missed a whole bunch right there. Let me try and fill this up. See, that's better consistency. And again, now see, you just have to get the hang of how much, what is the right blend between that liquid, and they call that liquid professional liquid, and don't get it on your skin. You want a smooth transition. But this is so much easier to work with than the other product. Oh yeah, I like this much better. See where the lumps are and where I need to fill. See, I have to get it so that it is in the right place so that those little holes are filled up. But it's easier than the other product that I was using. I think I'm going to stick with this one. I think I am. But it does smell really bad. And that's it. I think I did a pretty good job. I definitely will have to use my file, but I'm going to check it out, make sure I don't have any more holes or spaces that need to be filled up. And that takes looking at it through different angles. So you can do all of this, or you can go get it professionally done, which is a very good option. Very good option. I just can't afford to get all of these things that I want done. You know, I want my nails done, I want pedicures, I want massages. So if there's something I can do myself, you know, and I try and do it. This area over here has to be reinforced because it's the weakest part of the nail. So when you're doing your nails, right here, you have to be sure that you've got enough product to reinforce that area. Okay. I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to file it down, show you the process of filing it down. I'm using this file, which is a, I don't know, here's the grit. It's a medium grit. So I'm going to use this file to shape it and file the part on the top so that it is even. And it's pretty dry, I gotta say. So I'm just gonna shape it on the top to get rid of those bumps. And when you do that, you could see where the bumps are, because if there's dust all over here and no dust in the center, you know there's a bump there. So that helps a lot. Another way that I can do this, which I probably will off camera because I don't have enough space, is that I also use this little drill. It's a very inexpensive drill. And I also can use this. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up some of this filing with my, see, I want you to see that there's a big bump right there that I need to file. So you can just, you play with it, and until you get it right, until you get the practice that you need. See right here, if you can see that, right there, there's a bump that I have to file down. It's very hard for me to do this video. I'm so sorry, because I have never done a nail video. So I'm going off camera. This reminds me of my first Get Ready With Me. Oh, it was awful. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead, go off camera, finish my filing, and I'll be back. Let me show you my final nail. There it is. I am very happy with the way it came out, especially for the first time that I do acrylics in such a long time. If there are any rough edges, I just go over it with this, because I file it down, or rather I shape it with a very coarse nail file. I hate it when I have to say So of course it's not going to come out nice and smooth. And one of the things that I do, because I just hate all of that powder, so one of the things that I will do is towards the end, when I'm already, you know, I did a good job, kind of good job, then I just put oil on it and file it with oil. So that's it. Now I'm gonna paint it, and hopefully it'll match the other ones. That was the whole purpose of all of this. When I paint it, I'm not gonna paint over the white tip, it's already white. Some people do not use a base coat or an undercoat when they're doing nails that are acrylic. I like to use something underneath because I don't want to stain those nails. I don't know why. I don't know. I think it's better to keep them from staining. So The good thing is you can use basically any kind. It doesn't have to be a moisturizing base coat because you don't care whether the acrylic is moisturized. I don't anyway. So I put on a inexpensive clear coat. This is how I can wear them too. I can wear them like that, like this. It looks like a kind of like a French, right? Okay. And then after that, I'm gonna wear this one, which is from Sally Hansen Miracle Gel. I love Sally Hansen Miracle Gel's products. I think they're so inexpensive. They last long. They have absolutely beautiful colors. This one is called Shimmer. And all I do is the way this is not easy. The way I do it is that I go across on the top so that I can do it accurately, and then I go in the correct direction, which would be up and down. So that's my first coat. Can you see that? I've applied a coat horizontally just up near the white tip, and I find that it works for me. Because remember, my hands shake a lot. You know, it's something that happens when you drink a lot of coffee and you're of a certain age. So see, I applied the top first. And then I'm just gonna do the bottom, and I don't have to come so close. I can miss. I have some color up there to give me a little buffer. Oh, this is so pretty. I'm so glad I was able to fix this. The only thing I don't like is that smell of that acrylic. That smell is really bad. I have to clean my whole house. Okay, let me show you what it looks like. See? I like it. I hope you like it. I hope that you like this video. Please subscribe. But more important than all of that, I hope that you have a day filled with peace, love, and joy. Bye-bye.